Hello, welcome to Michelle Sews Again. I'm Michelle. Today I'm going to talk to you about the challenges, the Instagram challenges for the month of April. If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. Okay, so we have a lot to get through today. There are several challenges in the month of April. I'll go over the ongoing challenges at the end, but yeah, let's just jump into it. Okay, so the first challenge that I want to talk about is called Sew April 2022. And this one is hosted by Rylus Bod. It is an annual challenge ever since 2017, so she's brought it back over and over again. The idea behind this one is she has daily prompts, and you post on Instagram in response to the daily prompt. You tag the sponsor for the day's prizes, and there are lots of prizes. So that one sounds like a lot of fun. You just need to go and check out her Instagram page, which I will link below, to see what the daily prompts are. The second one is the second annual version of this one, and this one is hashtag Sew April Blouse 22. So this one is hosted by Kristen at the Dahlia Society and Gabrielle at Cloth Edit. And the purpose of this challenge is to encourage you to make a blouse, not a t-shirt, not a shirt, but a blouse. And this year they want it in a woven fabric. You can check out their Instagram pages for all of the rules and details. But again, you use the hashtag Sew April Blouse 22, you tag Kristen and Gabrielle, and then you post your make between April 1st and April 30th. This is a judged challenge. So many of the challenges, when there are prizes, they are done by random draw. This one is done, they do judge the entries. Tagging old posts will not be eligible. It needs to be a make between April 1st and April 30th. You can enter more than once, and it is open worldwide. And there you go. If you check out last year's entries, follow the hashtag for this year. Look at last year's entries. I mean, some really beautiful blouses have been made for this challenge. The next one is called Selfless Sew April 22. And this one is hosted by Crystal at My Social Thread and Adele at Sew for Serenity. They want you to dedicate the month of April to making something for somebody else. Make it for a family member, a friend, your pet, for charity. So if you're making a dress a month for the Dress a Girl project, then that would count towards this. They want you to post on April 30th, use the hashtag, tag the hosts. Multiple entries are allowed, and it is open worldwide. I don't recall seeing anything about prizes, but I don't know why they would say multiple entries allowed and open worldwide if there weren't prizes. That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to assume there are prizes for this. The next challenge, it actually sounds like a fun one, and I'm not sure if I've just never seen this one before or if it just started, but it sounds like there's a monthly theme to it, but it sounds like a lot of fun. It's called the Literary Sewing Circle, and it's hosted by, I'm just going to put it at the bottom because I can't pronounce that. And the goal is you read a book as a group, everybody reads the same book, and then you make a garment that is inspired by the book, but everybody's reading the same book. So this month's theme runs from April 1st to May 6th, and the book for this month is a children's book, and it's called Premeditated Myrtle by Elizabeth Bunce. I think this sounds like a lot of fun, but I have no interest in reading a children's book, so I'm definitely not going to participate in that one, but I'm going to keep my eye on that one because it sounds really interesting. I think Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room should keep an eye on that one because she is a voracious reader. All right, number 5 is called hashtag Overalls Month 2022. And it's hosted by Exo Stitches and maker Mother Crone. And it's just a celebration of overalls, dungarees, bibs, whatever you call them. And again, you want to post, use the hashtag, tag the host by the end of the month. I didn't see anything about prizes on this one, so I'm going to assume they don't have any. The next one is called Upcycle April, and it's hosted by Meg Handmade. And the purpose is just to educate yourself on the impact of the fashion industry, reflect on your own consumption, learn ways to love your clothes by refashioning them. That sounds like a fun one. I didn't see anything about prizes on that one. The next one is Earth Day Acts of Kindness, and it's hosted by Lisa at A Sewing Life and Giada at Flora Makes Me Smile and Beth at Sunny Bee Art Studio. I didn't write any notes on this. Okay, so Earth Day Acts of Kindness runs from April 18th to April 24th, and they want you to create your own nature-inspired piece during the event dates. And you can donate them if you want. Make sure that you tag them when you post your pics. Anyone can participate with any type of art, which I think is kind of fun, art and crafts. So rock painting, sewing projects, wood, clay, paper art, any kind of art that you do that you feel like you can interpret something that is nature inspired will qualify for this challenge, which that sounds kind of cool. The next one is the monthly installment from the Punk Frockers. So I mentioned them last month, and I've just started listening to their podcast, and I'm trying to start from the beginning. So I'm on like episode 4, but they do have a monthly challenge. And this month's challenge is PFTNT. It's hosted by Punk Frockers, which is the collaborative effort of Jenny Hassler and Beverly. I don't know Beverly's last name, but J.O. Hassler is Jenny's Instagram account, and Weeds to Wildflowers is Beverly's. And together they form the Punk Frockers, which has a separate Instagram account and a podcast, and I encourage you to go listen to it. It's actually really interesting. But this month their challenge is PFTNT, and they want you to sew either your tried and true, or maybe partner up with a friend and you guys swap your TNTs. That's what they're doing. Beverly is going to sew Jenny's TNT, and Jenny is going to sew Beverly's TNT. I thought that was a fun idea, actually. So I don't believe they usually have prizes, but they always have really interesting ideas for their challenges. So I think that one sounds like a lot of fun. And then the last one that is not an ongoing one, at least that I have found, is Sew Maxi for Mother's Day. And this is a recurring challenge. I do recall it from last year. I don't know how many years it's been running, but it's hosted by Crystal Sews and Stuff and Crumpets Tea and Sewing. And they also have ambassadors. So go and check out their website. It runs through May 9th. So the theme for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge is to make a statement. So they want the maxi not to just be a simple maxi. They want it to have some kind of a statement element, whether that's, a statement neckline or a big flounce or maybe a big bow in the back or something, whatever you consider to be a big statement. That is the idea behind this. You can make a dress, a skirt, or a blouse this April. So the ambassadors are Natita from Sew Natural Dane, Talisha from Creativity by T, Rochelle from Rochelle Handmade Designs, Andra from Andra Makes, Alex from Masson Lifestyle, Renata from the Twilight Stitcher. So a really great group of ambassadors. I follow all of those ladies and they're all fabulous. So yeah, that one sounds like a lot of fun too. I did participate in that one last year. I made the Friday Pattern Company Wilder gown for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day. I'll put a picture of it up here, maybe. Yeah, so that's definitely one that sounds interesting. Okay, so the ongoing challenges. So these are ones that happen every month, whether it's just an ongoing for the year and it doesn't change throughout the year, or there's a new theme every month. The first one is Make a Garment a Month Sew Along, and that one is hosted by Sewing in Spain, Sue Stoney, and they have a guest host every month, and this month's guest host is Conlon.Jan. The theme for April is Advancing in April, and as I've mentioned before, they are super generous with how they encourage you to interpret the theme. So you can say that you're advancing your skills. You can be using advanced settings on your machine. You can celebrate an advancement in your life, or you can just sew something that's going to help you advance your well-being, like maybe some workout gear or something. Interpret that as you will. Use the hashtag, tag the 3 hosts, and post by the last day of April. The second one is Make 22 in 22, and this one is hosted by Sew Myself, a capsule wardrobe, and it's just as simple as it sounds. She's challenging herself and encouraging you to join her to make 22 items in 2022. There are no prizes or anything for this one. The next one is the Whole30 Fabric Challenge. This is just an ongoing challenge that I think a lot of people really can relate to, because I know that a lot of people on Instagram and YouTube, I have found 2 recurring themes as goals for 2022. One is improving your fit skills for your garments, and 2 is using up your fabric stash. So this one goes a long way to helping people with the second goal. And then the last one that I want to share is the My Makes for the month, and that is also an ongoing one. She does have prizes. It's hosted by Lou from So Much to Design, and you just need to do a 1-page grid of all of the things that you've made for the month, meaning that you need to do a collage. So don't do one of those Instagram posts where you're swiping for the pictures. You need to put them all in one picture, put them on by the last day of the month, and tag Lou from So Much to Design and use the hashtag #MyMakesForTheMonth. Those are all of the challenges that I have found. I get a lot of my challenges from Sew Over 50. It's an Instagram account that I highly encourage you to go and follow. They are a wealth of information, and they actually keep track of the monthly challenges in their highlights. So if you go to their page, there's the little circles at the top of their grid, and those, they have the monthly challenges. So I get a lot of them from there because a lot of people inform them so that they can keep track of all of them. But then I also find some extras that they haven't been made aware of yet. So go and check out Sew Over 50. Out of these challenges, so the month of March was very unproductive for me. I didn't get very much done because I was traveling a lot. And I miss sewing. So I do have some travel at the end of April, but it's not until like literally the very end. So I expect that I'll be able to get a lot more sewing in this month. So I actually have 4 of these challenges that I would like to participate in. I'm not sure if I'll get all 4 done, but I feel like with the things that I have planned, I probably can. So I want to do the Sew April Blouse 22 challenge. I wear a lot of blouses. I have some in my stash that are on my short list. Oh, I know exactly which one I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the fabric that I got from Trish from Pinky's Farm, and I'm going to use that for my blouse for Sew April Blouse 22. And I can't wait. It's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to do the Selfless Sew April 22. I can participate in that one in 2 ways. One, I'll do my Dress a Girl dress for the month, and I actually need to catch up on the one from March because I didn't get to sew my March one. So I'm actually going to sew 2 little girl dresses this month. And then I have a pattern that I'm going to sew for my brother. My brother is he is semi-retired. He retired early, and he is a designer. He has designed furniture and home furnishings his whole career, and now that he's retired, he is designing like his dream. He's designing guitars, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to link his Instagram account below. If you have anybody in your family that is a musician, his guitars, he is a musician himself, so he knows what it needs to sound like. It's not a design only. It is a fully functioning, beautiful guitar, and he's got a whole collection. And so I found this fabric from Mood. I'll put a picture in here that I think he'll have fun with. I think he'll enjoy it, and I'm going to make a camp shirt out of it. So I'm going to make something for my brother. The next one that I'd like to participate in is the PFTNT, the Punk Frockers Tried and True Challenge. I have a couple of tried and true patterns, so I need to narrow down which one I want to make. But I would like to participate in that one. That one's probably the lowest on the priority list. but who knows. And then I'd like to participate in the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day. I get a lot of wear out of dresses. I didn't used to, but I do now. And I think, so that one's probably also lower on the priority list just because they are focusing it on a statement maxi. That's kind of like, I don't know what the statement piece of the maxi would be for me. I am finding that some of the dressier dresses that I made last year kind of sit in my closet because I don't wear them on a daily basis and I don't have any activities or events to wear them to. So like my Valley dress, I'm considering cutting that down into a blouse because I don't ever wear it as a dress, but I love, love, love the fabric. My Friday Pattern Company Wilder gown, I don't know that I would cut that into a blouse. I don't know, maybe I would, but it's just a little bit too much for a dress for me to wear just as casual. Just, I don't know, I'm not feeling that as casual. So those two, like I don't feel like I wear the statement style clothes that often. I wear more simple, like this is one of the Seamwork Lido t-shirt dresses that I just made, and I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this. So anyway, those are the ones that I would like to participate in. I'd love to hear which ones that you are thinking about participating in, or if you know of any that I haven't mentioned, mention them in the comments, let everybody know. Wherever you are, I hope the weather's amazing. I hope you're able to get some sewing in. If you liked this month's challenge roundup, then check out this playlist of the past months. Maybe there's something in there that'll inspire you whether the challenge is still going or not. Talk to you later. Bye.